on three. 1, 2, 3. Toppers.
Things seem to be settling down an inch or two.
We just can't get a rebound.
No toppers on three. 1, 2, 3. Toppers.
Driving on Brown, blows past him, count it as well! Rasil, three, bullseye, huge three! Robinson inside, hands it off. Marlon Moore, look out below! Butler thinks about the three, doesn't take it, driving, off the window, good! Sarson, three, got it!
Oh my.
Ben Sarson. Doesn't take the three, goes baseline, up and under.
Oh my.
Here we go now. They are back to the Elite Eight. The Hilltoppers advance to Evansville, Indiana.
It's a basketball night on the Hilltop, and have we got a good one for you. Live from the campus of West Liberty University, the number 5 West Liberty men take on a red-hot West Virginia State squad. We'll take a look at this crucial Mountain East Conference matchup in a minute, but first, we'd like to thank our Jack Adams Athletic Club sponsors. Thank you for supporting our WLU student-athletes and their continued success. Those sponsors are Main Street Bank, Dr. and Mrs. John P. McCullough, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, Dr. and Mrs. Clyde Campbell, Belmont Savings Bank, Alco Fence, IBEW Local 141 of Wheeling, West Virginia, Calcruth Roofing and Sheet Metal, Undo's Restaurant, the Alpha Tavern, Sodexo, Gil Ullum CPA, Generations Restaurant and Pub, WVU Medicine at Wheeling Hospital, the store, and the Dirty Dog Tavern. Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Topper Station in the Mountain East Conference Digital Network. I'm Don Clegg, once again joined by the coach, West Liberty Athletic Director Lynn Ullum. We'll take a quick look at today's big matchup between two of the hottest teams in the MEC. West Liberty's won 14 of its last 15 games to take a slim one-game lead in the standings. One of those victories was a nail-biting 86-84 December win at West Virginia State. However, the Yellow Jackets have reeled off 10 straight wins since that loss to WLU. They're definitely riding high tonight as they roll into the ASRC in search of revenge. Huge game for both teams, but one thing's for sure, Coach. With all the athletes we have on the floor, we should have plenty of candidates for that Belmont Savings Bank play of the game.
Oh yeah, this is a talent-laden floor tonight, and I'm just so excited to watch this.
Yeah, and included in that West Virginia State winning streak, double-digit victories against nicely ranked teams from Embry-Riddle, Florida, and Fairmont State. How does West Liberty keep from joining those teams on State's list of nicely ranked victims?
Their kryptonite for us has been Abrams. He's had some monster games, including the game that we won down there. He had 20 in the first half again. And West Liberty, with their pressure, have to find a way to get back and make baskets tough in transition.
Yes, sir. Okay, well, it's time to take our last break, but we'll come right back. We'll have today's starters and the Main Street Bank tip-off right here on Topper Station.
What are you working for? Do you want to pursue your athletic potential while earning a degree that will benefit you for a lifetime? Do you want to play at the highest level in your sport? Do you want to be a champion? That's what the 12 proud members of the Mountain East Conference are advancing toward every day, providing opportunities and pursuing excellence. The Mountain East Conference.
Hey, my name is PJ Mazik. I'm a second-year dental hygiene student, and today I'm going to show you what it's like to be in the program. First, we're going to head into oral pathology class.
We're going to talk about neoplasia. When you hear the word neoplasia, what comes to mind?
Coming into your first 2 years at West Liberty, you're going to take your general education courses and the required classes needed to apply for the program after your second year. During your sophomore year, if you plan on being in the program, your junior year, you have to apply by a deadline around January a year in advance. You can only be accepted for the dental hygiene program if you meet the course requirements and have at least a 3.0 cumulative GPA. It is a very competitive program to get accepted into, and once you're accepted, your hard work doesn't stop. You jump right into your first semester of dental hygiene classes, including tooth morphology, periodontology, radiography, head and neck anatomy, clinic lecture, and clinic lab. Now we're heading into clinic lectures.
If you're not flossing your patients well and not making that exaggerated C shape, you are going to have loads of plaque that is still left interproximally.
The courses contain a lot of information very fast. The courses are designed to meet state board requirements that you need to get your dental hygiene license when you graduate. At first, it will seem like you're learning a foreign language. Everything is going to be different. You're not going to be used to the terms used. You will adapt and everything will start piecing itself together. As a student, you can expect to spend a lot of time outside of class studying information for your next exam or practicing your instrumentation for your next process evaluation. Now I'm going to head into clinic lab. We actually have a full-size dental hygiene clinic here on campus for West Liberty staff and students, and it's open to the community. For a low cost, people can come during the school year and receive a comprehensive dental health care service. The clinic is a learning experience for the students, so it's going to take a little bit longer than your private practice. West Liberty Dental Hygiene Clinic offers cleanings and x-rays for adults and children. Also, we will place sealants if prescribed by a dentist. X-rays taken in the clinic can be sent to your dentist or reviewed by the dentist we have in our clinic. Now heading into wrestling practice. My years here have been nothing but the best. I chose West Liberty because it's far enough away from home but not too far, and it's affordable for a 4-year education. I wanted to wrestle in college, and West Liberty Wrestling is knocking on the doors nationwide. On the academic part of things, West Liberty Dental Hygiene Program is well respected nationally as well. Being a student athlete can put a lot of weight on your shoulders. Expectations are high from your teammates, coaches, professors, and peers. Although being able to manage your time well plays a huge part in being able to handle both well. I'm a student athlete and student goes first, and my coaches are very understanding of that. Thanks for checking out the Dental Hygiene Program. For more information, check out our website.
What if your bank offered new checking and savings accounts with a very low balance required, online bill pay, and debit cards issued right away?
I would like that.
What if that bank had extended hours every business day and were open on Saturdays and most holidays?
That's incredible.
And if all their accounts had low fees or no fees?
That's money in the bank. The right bank.
Open your checking and savings account at Main Street Bank. You deserve a bank this good.
The toppers on 3. 1, 2, 3. Toppers!
driving on Brown, blows past him, counted as well! Rasil, 3, bullseye, huge 3. Robinson inside, hands it off. Marlon Moore, look out below. Butler thinks about the 3, doesn't take it, driving off the window, good. Sarson, 3, got it.
Oh my.
Ben Sarson. Moore doesn't take the 3, goes baseline, up and under.
Oh my.
Here we go now. They are back to the Elite Eight. The Hilltoppers advance to Evansville.
Well, welcome back to Topper Station. Once again, I'm Don Clegg with the coach, Lynn Ullum. It's time for tonight's starting lineups and our Main Street Bank tip-off. West Virginia State, the Yellow Jackets in their road black uniforms with gold and white trim. Starting for State tonight, number 0, Glenn Abram, leading scorer, graduate student, 6'2" sharpshooter from Chicago, Illinois. Number 5, Jeremiah Moore, another grad student, 6'6" forward, West Orange, New Jersey. Number 12, Dwayne Jones, he's a 6'5" freshman from Neptune, New Jersey. Number 15 is Noah Jordan, 6'7" sophomore from Indianapolis. Last but certainly not least, number 23, Anthony Pittman, a 6'6" sophomore from Charleston, West Virginia. Brian Poore is the veteran head coach of West Virginia State. He's 366 and 290 in 23 years at Institute. Now for your homestanding West Liberty Hilltoppers, back in their home grays with a black, white, and gold trim. Same starting 5. Here's Malik McKinney, a 6'2" junior guard from Bowie, Maryland. He's followed by number 2, Bryce Butler, 6'5" sophomore from Latrobe, PA. Number 10, Viktor Kovacevic, 6'5", grad student, Belgrade, Serbia. Pat Robinson is number 23. He's a 6'3" junior from Chesterfield, New Jersey. And finally, Ben Sarson, number 24, 6'6" freshman from Pittsburgh. Hilltoppers head coach is Ben Hallett. In his 5th season at his alma mater, Coach Hallett is 117 and 20. Pretty good matchup tonight, Coach.
Yeah, it's what we play for, meaning if you're fortunate enough to play basketball at West Liberty or you're able to watch basketball at West Liberty, these are what makes it all worthwhile, that when you get in February, games have championship implications.
Absolutely. Couldn't said it better. 20 minutes on the clock. Players are on the court. Ball's in the circle. There's the Main Street Bank tip-off, and we've got basketball on the Hilltop and a fast start right out of the box for West Virginia State. Run out dunk for Mr. Anthony Pittman. It's 2-0 Yellow Jackets.
You can see just the athleticism and talent this team has.
Hilltoppers in the front court. Robinson puts it on the ground. Kovacevic from 18, it's good, 2-2.
It's good to see him get out of the gate. He hasn't been gotten many scoring opportunities as of late.
Jones brings it across for State, throws it back out. That's Abram. Dribbles past, curls around, throws it back out. That's Pittman driving on Sarson, fadeaway. 4-2 State.
They have
Token
one of the
pressure.
best tandems in the country.
They have McKinney trapped. Abram with the steal. Ball's loose on the floor. Pittman comes away with it. Driving on Kovacevic, pardon me, Eurostep. Won't go, rebound. Sarson, Robinson's in the front court. He lines up a 3. Off the back iron, no good, but Kovacevic tracks it down. Right side, that's Butler. Gets the baseline, muscles inside, can't get it to go. Nice defense, Jeremiah Moore. Here come the Yellow Jackets.
Bryce Butler had a huge game down there, led the Toppers to a big comeback.
4-2 State, very early on. Dwayne Jones out high over the left side. That's Pittman. Back to Jones. Over to Jordan inside. Fadeaway, won't go. Sarson with the rebound. Into the front court. Speed dribble. Kicks it to the right side. That's Butler. Nice backdoor pass. Kovacevic with the cut and the dunk. It's 4-4. 18:05 on the clock.
Yeah, great back cut there, and Victor gets a dunk.
Hilltopper pressure. State solves it into the front court. It's Pittman. Pass to the left side. Easy layup for Noah Jordan, 6'4", West Virginia State.
And that's what I talked about in the pregame. You got to find a way to pressure but not give up shots that easy.
Sarson for three, won't go. Great diving hustle by Kovacevic. Butler drives in but lowers his shoulder, and that's going to get the call just about every time, Coach.
Yeah, Bryce, again, he's just been so effective at getting to the basket, but the state defender knew what was coming and probably was a pretty easy call.
Good pressure from the Hilltoppers. Ball's knocked away. Butler with the steal and the open layup. It's 6-6. 17:30 on the clock. Abram with the ball in the back court. Curls around Butler. Comes down the lane. Little handoff. Moore can't get it to go. Nice rebound. Here come the Toppers. Kovacevic with the dribble. Hesitation, gets to the rim. A lot of contact. What a finish. And he's fouled. He'll go to the line for another.
Wow, as Victor had an energy level literally from the start of the game. He's dove on the floor 2 or 3 times. He hit the jumper to get the board, get on the board for the Toppers. Had to slam dunk, and now pretty physical finish in the paint.
First foul on Moore, first foul on State. Kovacevic spins it in, and it's 9-6 West Liberty. And they've got a hold on what appeared to be a turnover, but they're going to get Sarson on the hold. His first, West Liberty's second.
State just got off to such a hot start down at Institute. West Liberty was down double digits in the first half.
Yes. Ball's in again, look at the trap. And State has numbers. Abram dishes off. Oh, what a pretty reverse layup. Number 15, Noah Jordan gets it to go. It's 9-8 with the clock just under 17 minutes. Pat Robinson, left side. Goes to spin. Jordan anticipated with the strip. Tries to go coast to coast. He's fouled by Kovacevic. That'll lead to mass substitutions as the Hilltoppers' second platoon hits the floor. 16:47 on the clock. It's 9-8 West Liberty. Noah Jordan going to the line for West Virginia State.
This is something that the Toppers have utilized for years. This is a predetermined rotation as they sub 5 for 5.
First one spins around and out. Jordan can tie it on this one. And he does. Scores 9-9, 16:45 to go in the first half. This is Christian Montague. Denbo back to Montague. Left side, that's Austin Webb. Marlon Moore, top of the key. Drives on Noah. Gets it in to go over Jordan. Pretty shot.
We know how well Marlon plays in big games. That's kind of been his MO, and that was a great shot right there.
Abram lines up a deep three, and it's nothing but net. What a stroke. 12-11 State, 16-13 on the clock.
Abrams is physically gifted as about any kid in the country. This kid can flat out score.
Great pass, ball fake. Zach Russell gets the shot up on the board. And we got a goaltend against West Virginia State. Count the basket. 13-2 Hilltoppers, 16:02 to go.
Fortunately, the state defender slapped the backboard because that shot was short.
Yes. Deflection by Russell. State still controls. Into the front court. Abram working on Russell between the rings. Switch off to Denbo. Got a switch. There's Moore looking inside from 8 feet. Can't get it to go. Russell with the rebound.
Tremendous defense, Zach Russell. So many teams try to power post him, but he's physical and he forces tough shots.
Nice find. Webb inside. Back out top Montague. Over to Lucille, 10 on the shot clock. Denbo, left side. Here's Marlon Moore spinning in, gets to the hoop. Contact, he's fouled, going up with 4 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, Marlon kind of bailed us out there. Not much ball movement on that possession. Pretty much had people fanned out on the perimeter, but Marlon finds a way to the free throw line.
Okay, Marlon will shoot a pair. First one off the front iron won't go. Has the first foul at Noah Jordan for State. Yellow Jackets second of the game. Marlon can't get either one of them to go. Montague keeps it alive, but State controls the rebound. Here they come into the front court. Abram again for three. He's heating up, coach. 15-13 State. 15 minutes to go and a half.
Well, 2 years ago, a game we were at, I think he had 28 in the first half.
That's right, down at State. Denbo answers with a deep three of his own. We got a barn burner here, coach.
No, it's fun to watch.
Montague with the steal. Muscles inside, will not go. Loose ball. Rousseau comes out of the pack with the rebound. Marlon Moore looks at a three, turns it down. Over to Denbo, left side to Montague. Moore again, working into the paint, goes up, loses control on the way up, and he gets called for a foul on Ernest Jenkins on the rebound. Okay, well, there's a timeout on the floor, so we'll take it with them with your score. West Liberty 16, West Virginia State 15. You're listening to Topper Station.
We respond to infectious outbreaks with EPA-approved disinfectants. We offer full surface and high-touch decontamination, whether your facility has had a case or you'd like a precautionary cleaning. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, the team the Mountaineers call.
BSB tip of the day. Your bank should have a good rewards program. Kasasa Tunes gives you rewards for iTunes, Google Play, and Amazon, depending on how you use your checking account. That's Kasasa Tunes at Belmont Savings Bank.
And we're back inside the ASRC on the campus of West Liberty University. Early on in this big Mountain East Conference matchup, 16-15 Hilltoppers. What have you seen so far, Coach?
Well, it's just kind of the way the game has always played out. West Liberty's going to play their pressure. If they don't force a turnover, it usually gives State an opportunity, and they are attacking the press. And you never know which way Coach Poore is going to go, because when they upset the Toppers 2 years ago, that was the game where they didn't attack the press. They pulled it out, ran shot clock every single possession. It was just Abrams was on fire that night.
Yeah, I remember Coach Poore had several players out and was so short-handed, he just didn't think he could run with them, so he said he would just tempo it, and it turned out great. Oh, great anticipation. Pat Robinson with the steal, coast to coast, can't get it to go. Nice hustle and a tip in by Bryce Butler. 18-15 Hilltoppers.
That's why you hustle back on every play.
Ernest Jenkins strikes right back for West Virginia State. 18-17. Butler wide left. Lobs it inside of Kovacevic. Backdoor cut. Butler, boy, that's pretty.
Victor is just such a good passer, and Bryce is a great cutter.
2017, they got a trap in the corner. Bulls his way out, and Kovacevic is hurt. State has numbers. Jones with the miss, Butler with the rebound, and we're going to stop and take a look and see how Victor Kovacevic is.
I think he took a shot where a guy doesn't want to take a shot, so he's going to lay there and get his breath back here, but a little bit of a late arriving crowd here. You usually don't play very many men's basketball games at 6 o'clock, unusual tip-off time. People getting late probably from work here.
Okay, West Liberty trainer Jason Coleman has him up and moving. And Victor walks slowly back to the bench. And I think we're ready to resume action. Resetting the scene, it's 2017 West Liberty, 13:28 on the first half clock. Hilltoppers ball coming up the court.
They usually run a set play in these circumstances, so let's see if West Liberty elects to go to the high flex pass here.
McKinney into the front court. Over to Robinson. Robinson drives in. Floater won't go. Pittman with the rebound, and he's fouled. First foul on Pat Robinson. That's 5 on the Hilltoppers in this half.
You know, you get so spoiled watching the Toppers play, and when Pat Robinson or Bryce Butler misses a shot in the paint, you're almost shocked.
That's Jones trying to get up court. Over to Abram. He crosses with time to spare, working against Montague. Drives into the paint. The runner won't go. Another rebound for Butler. Dribbles through heavy traffic, and here he comes. They got numbers. Running the floor. Ben Sarson can't get it to go. Bryce got caught a little bit too far into the basket for the rebound. Here comes West Virginia State. Into the corner. Abram for 3. Barely draws iron. Here's Montague. Top speed. And a tough call there, Coach. They're going to get Christian Montague with the charge.
And just like I commented the charge a little while ago, from up here, probably a good call. That is far from a good call.
Yeah.
Christian jumped sideways. He absolutely jumped sideways.
Yep. Oh, well, it's a long game, and that's a tough job. I wouldn't want to do it. Pittman working across half court against Montague. Between the rings. Jones back to Pittman. Hand off to Abram for the 3. Malik comes over the screen. Abram working in, and he traveled, no call. Now they got the double dribble.
Yeah, I think they missed the walk before the double dribble, but fortunately they got it. And see if West Liberty can extend this to a 2-possession game.
McKinney into the front court. Clock turns under 12 minutes in the first half. Butler, backdoor cut to McKinney. A lot of contact. He can't finish, but he's fouled. That's Ernest Jenkins on the foul for West Virginia State. His first, and that's 3 on West Virginia State in this half.
The one thing that I was really impressed with down at Institute was how good West Virginia State's man-to-man defense was in the first half. It's one of the few times where West Liberty struggled a little bit to find quality looks.
Absolutely. Well, again, long, athletic, and motivated. That's a pretty good formula. McKinney makes the first, 21-17 West Liberty, 11:53 on the clock. 2 for 2 for Malik. 22-17, biggest lead of the game for either team. There's a deflection, and Bryce Butler gets the steal. Pat Robinson into the front court. Shuffle dribble. Montague for a deep 3. Won't go. Sarson, great rebound. Finds Montague coming down the lane. It rolls out. Sarson with the athletic tip over traffic. 24-17 West Liberty. 11:30 in the half.
You know, the term I use for Sarson all the time is live legs.
Montague almost another steal. State gets it across. Jones, there's another deflection by Montague. Pittman driving in, and he gets bailed out with a foul. Might have been a little out of control there, Coach.
Yeah, I think it definitely was a foul. And that's just one of those unfortunate plays. I watch a lot of basketball. I think Christian Montague is probably one of the better on-ball defenders in the region, if not the country.
Yes.
And that was almost too good a D against a great offensive player, stumbling, but the contact's created, and Pittman finds his way to the line.
And he knows what to do when he's there. Makes the first one, 24-18. Zach Rasil into the lineup for West Liberty. Christian will get a rest. Pittman tries to cash in the back end of his 2-shot foul. He does. It's 24-19. West Liberty coming into the front court. That's Pat Robinson with the ball on the right side. Ben Sarson, top of the key for three, will not go. State with a rebound. Ben Sarson coming off a game on Sunday where he was 5 for 5 for three. And Dwayne Jones hits a three for West Virginia State, and all of a sudden it's 24-22 Hilltoppers.
Yeah, this is the type of team that is built to score in transition.
Sarson from short corner, can't get it to go, but he can't get his own rebound. Back to Butler, finds Robinson deep. They close out on the three. Kicks it back to Malik McKinney. Sarson again for three. That one is good. 27-22 from Ben Sarson. 10-20 in the half.
He just gets better every game, and you can see his confidence level just is going through the roof. He's looking to find shots.
State into the front court. Jenkins, a long three. It's good, 27-25. Midway through the first half. Pat Robinson, top of the key. There's Malik, spins into the lane, gets it over to Rosil. He drives, finds Butler in the corner. Malik fakes the three. There's Sarson wide open again. Good ball movement. Bryce Butler pulls off before he commits the foul. Smart move there. Here comes State into the front court with Glenn Abram.
Yeah, that was a good observation. Bryce has already got a personal foul, and he knew he just wasn't in a position to go after that.
And Abram with a little bit too obvious of a push. He gets called for the foul. That takes us to the under 10 media timeout. We'll take it with them with your score. West Liberty 27, West Virginia State 25. We got 9:29 left in the first half. You're listening to Hilltopper Basketball on Topper Station.
All right, now you're just like Daddy, huh?
They'll probably never know about his thousands of hours of on-the-job training.
Here you go, Daddy.
Or that he spent as much time in the classroom as someone with a master's degree. You and I know he's one of the experts when it comes to electricity, part of a team committed to doing the job right. They call him Dad. You call him the electrician right down the street. IBEW, the power professionals in your neighborhood.
Undo's Catering, family owned since 1953. With 4 newly remodeled catering facilities throughout the Ohio Valley, Undo's can accommodate banquets from 25 to 700 guests. Undo's caters weddings, picnics, corporate events, holiday events, and job site drop-offs for the construction and oil and gas industry. Call 304-233-5566 today.
Pride is our main ingredient. Undo.
And we welcome you back inside the ASRC on the campus of West Liberty University. Number 5, West Liberty in a barn burner with West Virginia State. Hilltoppers up 27-25, 9:29 left in the first half. Coach, this isn't the only big game tonight between these two schools. The women's teams have a barn burner going on down in Institute.
Yeah, that's a big time with regional ranking implications at the half. West Virginia State 45, West Liberty 44. Ari Manze already with 12 points, 4 for 5 from the field in that game.
Well, back to our game here. West Liberty with the basketball in the front end. Butler working inside, and he has his pocket picked. That's Jenkins. He goes coast to coast. Can't get it to go. Butler with the rebound. Here come the Hilltoppers. He finds Zach Rosil for three. It's good. Oh, the stroke is back. It's 30-25. Clock ticking under 9 minutes.
Good recognition and transition by Bryce Butler, who always does a little bit of everything.
.15 on the shot clock. Abram, deep three. Can't get it to go. Big time rebound by Marlon Moore right there. Here comes Marlon into the front court. He finds Butler on the right side. Sets the screen. Nice little pick and roll. Moore inside and shuffled his feet just before he went up for the layup. 8:28 left, still 30-25 West Liberty. Gives them a chance to get into their pressure here.
Yeah, they ran screen and roll there. Marlon slipped. He just couldn't get his feet under him.
State throws over top. They're into the front court. Here comes Abrams sailing down the lane. Really sweet finish. Back into the front court, it's Robinson. Pretty good pace of the game. 30-27 Hilltoppers. Rasile tried again. Rasile will make it again. 33-27, 8:05 to go.
He hit some big ones down at Institute in the second half, or actually the first half. They kept West Liberty in the game.
All-time leading three-point shooter in Ohio high school history, and he broke the record when he was a junior. So you know the kid can stroke it. Interesting inbounds, but it worked for West Virginia State, and they're into the front court. Here's Abram. He has Kovacevic out high. Right side, back to Abram. Spins into the lane. A lot of traffic. Can't get the shot to go, but Jeremiah Moore with the follow. 33-29. And Abram returns the favor, and he draws the off-the-ball foul on Kovacevic. That's 2 on Victor, and that's 8 on the Hilltoppers. But that's a possession foul, so there's no shooting. The Yellow Jackets bringing the ball up, 7:35 left in the half.
You know, it's kind of been feast or famine in this game with the pressure.
Yes.
It's either West Liberty's forced a turnover or State's gotten a great look, and they've knocked down a bunch of them.
And the ball's kicked into the cheap seats. Bryce Butler stays on this end. Substitution, Kovacevic with 2 fouls goes to the bench. Luke Denbo reports in for the Hilltoppers. With the kick, that resets the 10-second count. And here comes State dribbling into the front court. They try to trap at half court, can't get it to go. Abram with the ball. State gets into their offense. That's Jones. Right side, they drop it underneath. Moore working on McKinney. Push off, offensive foul. Number 2 on Jeremiah Moore, number 5 on the Yellow Jackets in this half.
Yeah, that was a pretty easy call. Extended the forearm. They tried to isolate him on the low block, and on the square up, he just cleared out too much.
And Pittman returns to the court for West Virginia State. Hilltoppers into the front court. That's McKinney between the circles. Kicks it back out top. Bryce Butler. Right side, that's Rasile. Dribbles. Sets the screen for Butler. Butler tries to spin into the lane. He's fouled going up by Jenkins. He'll shoot a pair. That's number 2 on Jenkins, number 6 on the Yellow Jackets. 6:56 on your first half clock. West Liberty 33, West Virginia State 29. Bryce Butler's first free throw bounces off the front of the iron.
West Liberty's 3rd free throw miss already in the half. Bryce Butler, 6 points and 6 rebounds already.
Second one's up. This one's good. 34-29 West Liberty. State gets the ball in. Pittman working against pressure, steps through a trap. Poor sees Coach Poor sees the shot clock down to 23 seconds already. Wisely calls a timeout to save the possession. Or do you think that was a wise call, Coach?
Yeah, I think he was pretty solidly in that trap, and no one had rotated back to help him. So Coach Poor elects to take the timeout and save the possession.
Do you like burning a timeout to save a possession with 7 minutes to go in the first half?
I personally don't, but you do have one to burn in the first half. So
good point. Use it or lose it. So here we go. It does reset the 10-second clock to 10 seconds, so they'll have a full 10 seconds to get it across midcourt now.
You know, this is one of these years in men's basketball where there's 4 teams at the top that legitimately are making run for NCAA tournament bids.
Oh, absolutely.
And there's not much difference between the 4 teams. They're all beating each other.
Yep. And West Virginia State gets it in. They're into the front court. Pittman spins, heads rotates into the lane, puts it up and in. 34-31. McKinney with the ball. Over to Butler. 15 on the shot clock. Here's Rasile into the circle. Sarson saves a loose ball. Under 10 on the shot clock. Butler with the ball. Looking for a shot. He finds Rasile wide open on the right side. Off balance three, but it's nothing but net. Zach Rasile's 3 for 3. Abram trying to quick strike back the other way. Loses the handle and goes out of bounds. Basketball to the Hilltoppers. 37-31.
That's the beauty of the press. You just force teams to play at this tempo all the time, and sometimes they beat themselves. They'll make mistakes. That was an unforced error.
There you go. So can the Hilltoppers capitalize on it? There's Rasile. They came out on the three, and he walked in for a wide open layup. 39-31, biggest lead of the night for West Liberty.
And that's a great move, but it's an even better pass.
Tariq Brown snuck inside and nobody saw him. Nice find for the dunk, 39-33. Sarson into the front court for West Liberty. Pat Robinson loses the handle. State has 2-on-2. But they can't finish. Good hustle, good recovery by the Hilltoppers. Transition defense. McKinney gets it over to Butler. He curls into the lane, and he's fouled as he was preparing to go up for the shot. We'll see if they're going to give him a 2-shot foul or make it 1-1.
We talked about Bryce Butler does it on both ends of the court. He has a foul, so he didn't want to do anything crazy. So he ran the guy down and just totally elevated and says, you're going to make a circus shot over top of me. And he forces an air ball in transition.
First foul on Pittman, 7th on State. This is a 1-1. Butler can't capitalize. State gets the ball. Here comes Pittman into the front court. Puts his head down and slams right into Bryce Butler. Again, we talk about easy calls.
Yeah, and if Isaac was doing this game, he would reference Bryce Butler gets one of those every single game. He is really, really good at drawing charges.
Okay, it's 39-33. We got 5 minutes left in the first half. McKinney into the front court for West Liberty. There's Denbo. He'll shoot a three. Won't go. Sarson got his hand on it, but it went off the side of the backboard out of bounds. Takes us to our under 5 media timeout. We'll take it with them. 4 minutes and 51 seconds left in the first half. Number 5, West Liberty 39, West Virginia State 33. You're listening to Topper Station.
What if your bank offers CDs with consistently competitive and higher interest rates?
That's what I want.
What if, unlike other banks, they're normally open more hours? And they don't use high teaser rates on CDs only to lower them later.
Isn't that the way all banks should be?
And even more, several of their CD accounts have some of the best interest rates.
That's money in the bank.
The right bank.
Open your CD account at Main Street Bank. You deserve a bank this good.
Where are you going? The store in West Liberty. The store is open 7 days a week with daily lunch specials, hot food and cold sandwiches, Patsy's Pizza, and a wide selection of chips, pop, and other snacks, as well as household goods and hygiene products. We've also got a wide selection of beer and an ATM. Stop on in and check out the store, located at the top of the hill in the town of West Liberty, a proud supporter of Hilltopper Athletics.
And we welcome you back inside the SRC on the campus of West Liberty University. It's 39-33 Hilltoppers over West Virginia State, 4:51 left to go before halftime. Coach, have you liked what you've seen so far?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just been an incredibly entertaining game, and we don't have much time to really talk about things because the action just never stops.
And as you say that, there's a lob. State breaks the press. And once again, Tariq Brown with the easy finish, 39-35. Sarson, left side, looks at the three, turns it down. Back to McKinney at the top. Right side, that's Denbo, back to McKinney. Looking to Pat Robinson. He's doubled at the top. Gets it inside to Butler. Great finish working against Noah Jordan, 41-35.
That's probably my favorite play that they run.
Butler with a steal. Gets it to Robinson, handoff to Malik McKinney. All of a sudden it's 43-35. 4:10 on the second half, on the first half clock. They got McKinney for a reach. Oh, and look who's coming into the game, Coach.
Will Yoakum is back.
Yes, indeed, we have an official Will Yoakum sighting. Has been working hard to rehab ever since he hurt his knee in the preseason. 1,200-point scorer, two-time All-MEC, and the fans here just love it.
You know, he's rehabbing 2 knees.
Absolutely.
The first one last year.
Oh, Butler with a great kick-out pass to Malik. Couldn't quite handle the pass, but it's 43-35 Hilltoppers, 4 minutes to go. Really want to see what Will, Will is just such an athletic player. You hate to see knee injuries, but everything I've seen of him in practice, he doesn't look like he's missed a step. Stayed into the front court. This is Jones working against Sarson. Nice inside, good inside feed. Ball gets loose. That's McKinney on the floor, and he comes out of it between 2 state players. Sarson with transition. Butler is hammered. They're not going to give up the dunk. They'll make him shoot free throws.
How did Malik McKinney get the ball? I looked down, there were like 3 black jerseys. And then underneath the 3 black jerseys was Malik McKinney. So,
well, it's just like a fumble in football, Coach. They say strange things happen at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, getting back to Will, I don't want to compare him to Klay Thompson, but, you know, he came through 2 surgeries. Klay Thompson did the same thing, and Will hurts 1 knee at the end of last year. Of course, missed the last in February and the whole tournament. He gets released. He practices 1 time back in the fall, tears the other knee, has surgery over the break, and now he's back. So, yeah, it's really gratifying to see him out there.
Oh, Bryce Butler makes both free throws. It's a double-digit lead, 45-35. Hilltoppers with 3:30 left in the half. Pitton, pardon me, into the front court, leaving bodies in his wake. Glenn Abram for 3, won't go. Nice rebound by Russell into the front court. He finds Pat Robinson wide open for 3 off the front iron. And Abram wins the race to the rebound, gets down the court. Looked like a clean block, but I think Will might have got a piece of Abram as well.
Well, that brought back flashes of the past, you know, in Will's career. How many times has he ran someone down on the break and smashed the ball off of the glass? And he broke his stride. I didn't know if he was going to go for that one or not, and it looked like a clean block. So
Abram is at the line. He makes the first. Just good to see Will with the confidence to try that.
Yes. Against the guy that's as probably offensive talent as anybody in the country.
No question. To that point, Abram makes both ends. It's 45-37. Hilltopper basketball. Robinson. Oh, what did he do, Coach? He stepped on the sideline.
Yeah,
your pet peeve.
That's my pet peeve, but we're going to give Will a pass. And
absolutely.
Again, he looks good, though. I mean, he just easily went up and dunked that after the, after the whistle.
That same explosion and stuff that just really sets him apart from a lot of guys. State with the ball. We're under 3 minutes here in the first half. Abram working against Butler. Out high. Looking for a screen. Back out to Abram. Under 10 on the shot clock. Right side, that's Pittman. He's matched up against Russell. Got Russell up in the air and drew the foul.
Yeah, that's a tough matchup, and I've praised Zach Russell literally the whole season. I think he has turned into a really, really good defender, especially when these times power posting. But Pittman's not your average bear down there on the block. I mean, this is a kid, it's just a serious talent.
Strong young man. Well, that's only the first foul on Zach. That's 10 on the Hilltoppers. Pittman makes the first free throw, 45-38. 2:35 left in the half. That one goes around and out. State gets the rebound and a finish. That's Noah Jordan. It's 45-40. You hate to leave that door open, Coach. Yoakum out high. Over to the right side, it's Marlon Moore.
West Liberty's
Left
got a
side.
mismatch inside here, too, with Bryce Butler.
Pat Robinson gets the rim, gets it to go, 47-40. And here comes Abram into the front court. State not wasting any time, yet they pull it back out. Jones with the drive and the finish. Pretty move. 47-42, under 2 to go. Pat Robinson, nice find. That's Yoakum. Fade away, and it goes. Listen to this crowd. 49-42. Will Yoakum, he's back.
So nice to see that ball go in the basket on his first shot opportunity.
And he won't even let himself smile. Oh, great hustle. It's a dive. Ball's loose. And State comes out of a pretty messy situation with a basketball.
Good effort by State. West Liberty seriously hustled after that. State ended up with it. So.
Yeah, a lot of bodies on the floor for that, Coach. Just a little bit of intensity in this matchup. And Will Yoakum draws the charge.
You know, we've talked all season. West Liberty's again having one of their truly outstanding seasons, and people didn't realize Will Yoakum was a first-team all-conference player last year. And sometimes we tend to forget that. You know, we kind of do it by committee at time, but first-team all-conference player that we've added back in a lineup.
Yes. Okay, we're under a minute to go in the half. West Liberty basketball. Butler in the circle. There's Will Yoakum. Fakes the three from 17. Nothing but net. 51-42. Brian Poor is going to use it or lose the timeout that he already used. And there's 43 seconds left, but he wants to set up this possession. I think he thinks it's important, Coach.
Every possession in these games are important.
Think he's talking 2 for 1? It's tight.
Yeah, if he scouted West Liberty, it's impossible because they don't inbound the ball until there's 30 seconds left. They just let it roll.
Oh,
so I think they're just going to do what they do. They're going to look for their first best shot. If it would happen super early, then they're going to take it. But if not, they'll run it down a little bit. But there's never a time where a possession doesn't matter in these type of games.
Hold up. Hey.
Dawn, stay on. Up here. We had somebody go down. If we're still here, we have a little bit of difficulty up here as the half ends 51-42. Hilltoppers with a nice run late in the half, aided by a huge performance by Will Yoakum. So nice to see him back He comes off the bench here, hits a couple baskets, drew a charge, just gives the team a lift. Such a good kid, such a great player, and so fortunate to get him back. Of course, you're playing a West Virginia State team that is just so talented. Gave West Liberty everything they wanted down at Institute back in December. Led by double digits most of that game. West Liberty with a furious run. Bryce Butler came up big.
My name is Kai Sadowski. I'm a visual communications design major here at West Liberty University, and I will be showing you what it's like to be a VCD major here. Today, first we're heading into Intro to Typography with Sarah Davis.
So we are working on your conceptual type, right? Digital layout.
Visual communication design is structuring of visual information to communicate through branding, interactive designs for mobile and web, motion graphics, and packaging through printing media. What makes the program here at West Lib super unique is the classroom setting. In Professor Davis's Intro to Typography class, a lot of the time your classmates give you a lot of feedback on how to improve your piece. We go one-on-one with the teacher, so when you're out of the classroom, you are able to improve your design to make it look very professional, very flawless.
Imply the shape is there without really showing it.
Okay.
So what you're doing with this blue shape is you're showing this is a way.
Now we're heading into advanced computer graphics.
Okay, so right now we are doing One City, One Pride Arts Festival Design Competition.
What students can expect here are really hands-on projects. Pretty much the design process for creating a piece is you start off with the teacher giving you a prompt, and you start with many sketches. You can go from 10 to 20 to even 30 sketches. The teacher and your fellow classmates will help you narrow down what your favorite rough draft was, or even get components from each rough draft for you to create one masterpiece. Really, the whole process is a lot of revisions to get to this perfect piece that you were very proud with. I chose this major at West Liberty University because I really like to express my creativity, and I think doing it so through visual communication design is a perfect opportunity. I am able to really use my abilities to create branding, magazine spreads, even just really cool graphics. In the future, I really just hope to use this major in the professional sports avenue, maybe like do some really cool designs for a professional sports team or something like that.
So you can keep those simplified color thing. So instead of putting actual texture in it.
Now we're walking into design thinking with Professor Kang. Design thinking class with Professor Moon is a really great opportunity to understand the brainstorming process of how to create a really good piece. We start off with a lot of brainstorming techniques like mind mapping, storyboard, personification to get your mind going on what a customer might be looking for or what the audience would be interested in. I think this major is really good for others to consider because a lot of people are going to be needing graphics, so anybody with a little bit of creativity, I think they should really consider this major because it's honestly going to help anybody in their fields because everybody's going to need to market some type of graphic. Today we'll be doing my volleyball individual practice. Being a student athlete at West Liberty University is honestly a blessing. Being able to study a major that I really love while also playing a sport like volleyball that I have a really good passion for, it's honestly super fun to play. The atmosphere at West Liberty, having the professors really know that you're an athlete and congratulating you when you won a game or saying good luck when you leave a classroom, it's really awesome. The reason I chose West Liberty was because of their class sizes. The teachers know your name, know what you want to do with your life, know what your work is like, know your capabilities, and really help you succeed to the best of your abilities. Thank you for checking out the Visual Communication major. For more information, visit the website.
I'm Carly Pajak and I'm a senior majoring in nursing at West Liberty University.
I've always had an interest in medicine, but I chose to major in nursing because I love to help others and positively impact people's lives every day. I think it's important to know that West Lib's nursing program goes beyond the classroom, from going to the lab to clinical, even studying every night. The professors really keep us busy, but it's better to prepare us as nurses in the future.
For more information, visit westliberty.edu/nursing.
Hey, my name is PJ Mazik, and I'm a second-year dental hygiene student. I chose West Liberty because it's far enough away from home, but not too far. I wanted to wrestle in college, and West Liberty Wrestling is knocking on the doors nationwide. On the academic part of things, West Liberty Dental Hygiene Program is well respected nationally as well. We actually have a full-size dental hygiene clinic here on campus for West Liberty staff, students, and it's open to the community. My years here have been nothing but the best, and I feel overly prepared for my next step in life. Visit westliberty.edu/DH for more information.
Every basket, every touchdown,
Every goal. And every spike.
it's possible because of you.
Help our student athletes compete in the classroom
And for championships.
By joining the Hilltopper Athletic Club.
I'm Courtney Mulder, and I'm the owner of Apartment 2 Art. I'm the candle lady. I make soy wax, hand-poured candles, and wax melts. I make all my own labels. I've made my own font that I can put on my labels. So whenever I went to West Liberty, I was in the graphic design program, so I learned how to use all the programs to make my own fonts, my logos, but I also took a lot of hands-on traditional art classes, which kind of helped me get into the candle making, and I wanted to figure out a way to make money off of what I love doing. The community around here locally, everybody's really pushing for small local businesses to thrive. I feel like I kind of just created my business at the right time to kind of like be a part of the community. I'm Courtney Mulder, and I'm proud to be a Hilltopper.
I'm Katie Blyfus, and I'm in the Business Management program at West Liberty University. Blyfus Tire Service has been in the family since the doors opened in 1955. My dad is the third generation to operate the business, and I hope to take it over in the future. We pride ourselves on great customer service and honest business practices. As a business management student at West Liberty, I'm acquiring the knowledge and skills I'll need to be the next manager at Blyfus Tire Service. Find out more about business management at westliberty.edu/business. I'm Katie Blyfus, and I'm in the Business Management program at West Liberty University. Blyfus Tire Service has been in the family since the doors opened in 1955. My dad is the third generation to operate the business, and I hope to take it over in the future. We pride ourselves on great customer service and honest business practices. As a business management student at West Liberty, I'm acquiring the knowledge and skills I'll need to be the next manager at Blyfus Tire Service. Find out more about business management at westliberty.edu/business.
Welcome back to the ASRC. West Liberty holds a 51-42 lead over visiting West Virginia State. We're joined by a special guest, Mountain East Conference Commissioner Reed Amos. Reed, welcome back.
Thanks, Lynn. A pleasure to be here this evening. A great basketball game we're seeing here in the opening half at the ASRC, so it's a pleasure to be here as always.
Oh, we love having you back. You do such a tremendous job with the conference, so tell us something we may or may not know.
Something that you would certainly know very well as one of our athletic directors in the Mountain East Conference, but maybe we can talk about a bit for the sake of the fans out there. What a trying 23 months it has been. It was March 12th, the day I remember very well, as I was assigned by the NCAA to be the site administrator for an NCAA basketball regional here at West Liberty. And I think one of the most striking memories I will always carry with me from the impacts of COVID was remembering being here at the point when practices prior to the day that the regional in 2020 was supposed to start. I was informing all of the ADs that were on site and all of the coaches and players that the regional was canceled, the NCAA Division II postseason was canceled in all winter sports, and we literally watched the world change in front of our eyes. And for the last 23 months, our endeavors have mostly been as a conference and trying to find a way to allow our student athletes to have the opportunity to safely compete. And I think we should all be very proud of the fact that we have done as well as any of the 23 Division II conferences in the country in finding a way to safely navigate the pandemic and allow our student athletes to play, and all of the people that work in athletics to continue to maintain their opportunities to coach their players, to be athletic trainers to their student athletes, to do the jobs that you do. So I think we all look back on what we hope now is coming into the closing months of the pandemic and say we have a lot to be proud of as a league.
Well, thank you for your efforts, because I do think our conference probably weathered this storm as well as anybody, and it was great leadership at the top. Tell us a little bit about the upcoming basketball tournament.
We're excited about the returning to Wheeling for the Mountain East Conference basketball tournament. It will be, believe it or not, year number 4 at WesBanco Arena. Had meetings today, which is why I happened to be in town and came up to take in this contest before heading back to our headquarters. And we're really excited about bringing back what a great event 2020 was. Our basketball tournament at WesBanco Arena wrapped up just 5 days before the pandemic shut down college athletics for quite some time. Matter of fact, for us, it was 10 months before we started playing any athletic contests again as a league. And so 2021, we were really proud to have an event at all. We made a lot of changes and adjustments so that we could have an event. Our Mountain East Conference basketball tournament was the first time that we had spectators back at any MEC event during the pandemic, and now this year we're hoping for something that will be much more normal at WesBanco Arena. They're very experienced at WesBanco, obviously, with the Wheeling Nailers having played throughout their season with fans in the stands. We've got a great relationship with Howard Gamble, the Ohio County Health Administrator, who has helped to navigate circumstances associated with the pandemic. So we're very hopeful that we will have something that feels rather normal in 2022. So we hope local fans and folks across the region make their way to WesBanco Arena and take in my opinion, the best Division II conference basketball tournament in the country.
Well, thank you, and I'm sure that the MEC office will be getting out information as we get closer to that date, and we'll keep you informed about any and all policies. But Mr. Commissioner, as we're getting ready to start this half, thank you so much for coming up and joining us.
My pleasure.
Come back and see us again and enjoy a great second half.
Thanks a lot. A month from today, the Mountain East Conference basketball tournament tips off at WesBanco Arena. We hope to see you all there. Thanks very much.
Yes, thank you. And as we're transitioning back to our play-by-play, Don Clegg, I'll read off some of the stats here. Again, West Liberty holds a 51-42 lead with 17 seconds left here in a halftime. West Liberty shot 55.6% from the floor. State shot 55.2. West Liberty hit 5 threes, State 4. West Liberty's owned a rebounding battle 20-14, assists 13-9. West Virginia State has 12 turnovers, West Liberty 10. Leading scorers, Bryce Butler 11, Zach Rasil 13, and Glenn Abram 10 for State as we're back.
Yes, we're back to live action. Malik McKinney into the front court for the Hilltoppers. Circles back out. Victor Kovacevic inside. Butler with the runner, can't get it to go. Good hustle. Rebound out of bounds. It'll go to West Virginia State. 51-42 on the clock. 19:38 left in the half. Hilltoppers pressure. They trap. They throw over top of the trap. Mr. Pittman has the ball. He's coming across court, and he's picked and cleaned by Bryce Butler, who can't control it. Pittman retrieves. He's back into the front court. He just takes it all the way down. Can't finish. Nice offensive rebound for Moore. He can't finish. Kovacevic pulls it off. And Bryce came away a little bit lame after that tumble. We'll keep an eye on him. He's got the ball. There's the spin, reverse pivot. Works his way around. Oh, that's pretty. Bryce Butler, 53-42, Hilltoppers. Clock turns under 19 minutes. State with the ball in the front court. Glenn Abram looking for a three. Sarson on him. Moore spins in the lane. Kovacevic blocks the shot. Long pass inside. A little bit of contact there. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hilltoppers.
You know, this is one of these Bryce Butler games. He has 13.7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals.
Well, and I think you pointed out he had a very big game against State down there. Ball comes in deep to Kovacevic. Down underneath. They're feeding Butler. He's working. Gets inside. Can't finish. Ball's tipped up. There's a foul. They count the basket, which I think may be credited to Butler, and I'm not sure what the call is.
I think it may have been a goaltend. Yes, that's what it was.
Okay. Good catch here, Coach. Biggest lead of the game for West Liberty, 55-42, 18:27 on the clock. Hilltopper pressure, they're nearly a 5-second count. State just gets it in. Into the front court, almost the back court. Pittman gets his foot down, it's good. Abram working against Sarson, cut off, fall away jumper, touches iron, won't go. Pat Robinson coming back the other way for West Liberty.
Ben Sarson, another great effort on the defensive end.
Behind the back, Pat was hit, can't get a call. Ball goes on the wrong side of the backboard. Pat says, do you think I shoot it like that if nobody hits me?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. That was always my go-to line. You think I shoot like that?
At any rate, State has the ball, trap in the backcourt. Pittman gets it across. Finds Moore, pretty reverse layup. 55-44. McKinney for the Hilltoppers. Sarson fakes the three, takes it to the rack. It's blocked. Goes over the top of the backboard, and they've got a foul. Trail official. Foul was on Noah Jordan, 6'7" sophomore from Indianapolis. His second, first of the half for either team. Ben Sarson will go to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, this is one of these games. I can't emphasize it enough that every possession matters. And it doesn't matter if West Liberty's up 11-13. They've got to try to get this thing to 20. We just do not see individual talent like this until you get to like a regional final type. Like this team is extremely talented.
Absolutely. And Sarson gets the first one to go. And we got some walking wounded here. Sarson grimacing, trying to work out his back, it looks like. And of course we saw Bryce Butler getting up a little slowly after a tumble. A lot of intensity on the floor. Sarson for the back end. It's good. 57-44, back to a 13-point lead. Nearly a turnover. Pittman gets the ball back across half court. Tax, pretty pass. Finds Moore inside for two.
State's greatest plays in this game is saving turnovers on errant passes.
Yeah, Kovacevic outside. He finds Sarson. Sarson for three. Won't go. Rebound by Jones for State. He brings it up himself. Takes it all the way, tries to go coast to coast, and does. Finishes over Sarson.
That was a circus shot.
It was. 57-48. Oh, great find. Malik McKinney with the reverse layup. 59-48. Hilltoppers are going to take a timeout to get a substitution in. Coach Hallett. Let's keep it here, Coach. Give us a checkup on what's going on down in Institute with the women.
5:52 left in the fourth. West Virginia State 71, West Liberty 65. It's been a back and forth. West Liberty went down 6, then they went up 5, and now they're down 6 again. Two talented teams down there as well, both that love to play up tempo.
Yes.
So now it's 72-65 with West Liberty inbounding.
Yeah, as I recall, it was kind of a back and forth game when they were up here. I think it was 89-89 with 2 minutes to go, and I think State finished out. I think it scored the last 5 points, 94-89. Most points that West Liberty gave up this year.
Boy, today this has been entertaining, you know, in this game. It's acrobatic shots, acrobatic saves against State. They've had 2 or 3 passes that look like, well, that's a turnover, and some guy makes a crazy running save, and West Liberty just got a, I think Coach Hallett took that timeout. The game was starting to get a little loose, and I think that was a really good timeout by him.
Well, there's a reason he's 117-20. Talented young coach.
And Will Yoakum has checked back in.
That kind of changes the makeup of this second group when you insert Will into that group, doesn't it, Coach?
Yeah, just because we know, I mean, he was on pace to be a 2,000-point scorer if he doesn't miss almost an entire season. And who knows how this will play out, whether he comes off with that second unit or whatever, but anytime you can add a guy of his talent back.
Okay, we are back live. Stayed into the front court. Jones lost the handle on the ball, but he was fouled. I think they got Marlon Moore in the reach. 2 on Marlon, first on the Hilltoppers in the half. And States Pittman, I believe the official saw a spot of blood on him, and they're going to have our trainer, Jason Coleman, apply a Band-Aid.
Yeah, they have about 30 seconds or you have to sub, and it looks like Coach Poore is just going to go ahead and sub. And, you know, Coach Poore's been around a long time. I think you had said he's won about 330 games, and boy, did they have it going in the 2000s.
Oh, my goodness. Still remember that game. I was at the paper then. Ben Hallett was playing, and they set the arena record for a visitor with 109 points. And they still lost in double overtime. It was 114-109. It was a crazy game. I think Ben had like 39 points and 6 threes. He was on fire.
13 of 18 from the floor, so.
Oh, we're back live. Jones tries the three, can't get it to go. Moore bringing it up court for the Hilltoppers. Behind the back, across the 10-second line. Gets it back to Christian Montague in the circle. That's Will Yoakum at the elbow. Takes it inside. Finds Denbo in the corner with a great pass. It won't go. Down court. Oh my goodness, what a finish by Glenn Abram. He looked totally out of control, but he had enough to get the ball to go as he was being fouled.
Yeah, this is a guy that can get 30 on about any given night. That's why, again, I say West Liberty's sitting there with a 13-point lead about a minute ago. And now Abrams going to the line to cut it to 8.
No, yeah, you're right. And you referenced the game we were at down at their place a couple years ago. He's capable of going for 30 and a half. So it's 16:05 on the clock right now. Glenn Abram will be going to the line to try to cash in the back end of a conventional three-point play. It's 59-50 Hilltoppers. And he misses. Denbo with the rebound. That was Rousseau's second foul. Second foul on the Hilltoppers in the half. Clock ticks under 16 minutes in the game. Moore loses a handle on the dribble. Jenkins coast to coast with the steal. 59-52.
West Liberty's gotten pretty stagnant on offense the last 2 minutes. They just need to get some ball reversal. They'll find shots.
There's Montague under pressure outside. That's Denbo between the rings. Had the back door, didn't see it. Rousseau, nice dribble, drive, penetrates, gets it to Yoakum. 5 seconds on the shot clock. He goes in, can't finish. Rebound to State, and here come the Yellow Jackets. Glenn Abram again. Right side. Jenkins, and what do you know? It went from 13 to a 4-point lead in the hurry, Coach. 59-55, 15 minutes left in this one.
There's a lot of guys you can live with an open shot on the break, not Glenn Abrams.
Yes. Inside to Will Yoakum, lost his footing, slipped on the floor. That's a travel. And that's going to take us to our under 15 media timeout. With the score, West Liberty 59, West Virginia State 55. We've got 14:55 left in this one. You're listening to Topper Station. And we welcome you back inside the SOC on the campus of West Liberty University. 59-55 Hilltoppers, 14:55 left in the game. Deflection by Montague out of bounds. State retains possession.
Ryan Poor's probably pretty relieved right now. You know, the game was getting away from them, but boy, have they responded.
Yeah, it's almost the reverse of what happened down at their place when we were down double figures. And then we came back, and it became a one-possession game. Pittman into the front court. Driving on Butler, loses the handle. Kicks it out, back to Pittman. He's going to work on a block against Butler. Lowers his shoulder, gets a fadeaway up, and it drops 59-57. Into the front court with West Liberty, that's Montague. Pittman anticipates the pass, gets the steal, Euro step, and we're tied. 59 all, 14-15 left in the half. Crowd roaring for the Hilltoppers. Try to get something turned around. Momentum is shifting. Kovacevic, handoff to Montague. Back out to Butler. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Down low to Kovacevic. Looks for the kick out. Finds it to Montague for three. No good. Rebound, Glenn Abram. Here comes West Virginia State with a chance to take the lead, and Kovacevic inadvertently shoulders Abram out of bounds at the sideline.
It's just this, the last 3 or 4 minutes just look so similar to the first half down at State, where West Liberty really struggled to get quality looks, and they just haven't really gotten anything here in the last 3 minutes.
Yes. Pittman with a fadeaway, won't go. Nice defense by Butler from the short corner. Into the front court, Bryce with the ball. Drives, kicks it over to Montague, and they've got a foul underneath before the shot. And State player still down.
I think that was Pittman. He was holding his hand after the missed shot on the other end. And
back up, appears to be no worse for wear. Little maintenance work by Rex Lancaster under the basket, drying things out. That's 3 fouls on Pittman. Only the second foul of the half for West Virginia State. 13:34 on the clock and a tie game. 23 on the shot clock. Hilltopper inbounds on the baseline. Nice inbounds to Kovacevic. Goes up but finds Malik McKinney with a great kick-out pass for a corner three. 62-59. Kovacevic with the steal. There's Montague on the right side. Drives in. Robinson, he looks for a three, won't take it. Montague will. No good. And there's a hug underneath. They don't call it. Butler is hit. No call. And now we've got 2-on-2. Abram going to the rack and finishing. 62-61.
Just non-stop action. West Liberty had a couple opportunities there, and Bryce Butler did not get the call on the power move.
What a difficult game this must be to officiate, Coach, with these athletic teams. Butler at the elbow, gets it low to Kovacevic. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Working on Jordan, finishing over Jordan. 12:35 and a half, 64-61.
Just very patient by Victor on the other end to set up that layup. And it's going to be a game of runs. I mean, that's what happens at any level between quality teams. You know, you're going to give shots and take shots.
And there's a steal on the inbounds. Montague, and he finds Butler leaking out. Attacks the rim. Finishes 66-61. Nice strong finish by Bryce Butler there.
Yeah, he was looking for a call on that one as well.
Almost a steal by Montague. Deflecting, goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Yellow Jackets.
Nice little answer by the Toppers here in the last minute of play. Game was tied at 59. State coming back from 13 down. And
yes, definitely looked like momentum has shifted.
If you believe in momentum.
Okay, into the lane. That's Abram. He gets all the way to the rim and misses. Butler cleans it up. Malik goes to the rim. He's grabbed on the way past. Fouls on Ernest Jenkins for State. Mr. Jenkins did not agree with that call. That's his third, and that's West Virginia State's third in the half. Hilltoppers have a baseline inbounds. Robinson back in for Montague. McKinney underneath for the inbounds. There's Rasul on the right side. Circles back out. Bryce Butler with the ball. Hesitation, dribble, spin, step, left hand, 68-61. Textbook, Bryce Butler.
Oh, yeah, that's classic.
State throws over top of the press. Abram for three. Can't get it. Offensive rebound. Moore. Pittman into the lane. You know, he looks out of control on those, Coach, but I'm not sure that he is because he's still able to finish in a lot of them.
Yeah, it's a weird type of game, meaning that's probably the third or fourth time that he tries to get so low on the dribble that he's stumbling. But he's so athletic, he can regather himself and try to finish at the rim.
Yeah, he makes the first free throw. The foul was called on Bryce Butler. That's only his second. 11:25 and a half. Pittman made the first, 68-62.
Now, Dawn, one of the differences in the game down there is Pittman drains that. He picked up 4 fouls in the second half.
Yes, you're right.
He's got 3 now, so let's see maybe if Bryce can back him down here.
Yeah, well, he did make the back end. Here's Butler again working on Pittman. Attacking the rim. And he gets the finish, and Pittman took a slice at him and missed. That could have been easily the 4th foul. Boy, that's pretty little step through. Jeremiah Moore's got game 2, Coach.
I mean, you compare this State team. We've seen Charleston, we've seen Fairmont. Second time we've seen State, and those are also regionally prominent teams. I believe just from a talent standpoint, State may be more talented than them.
I might be inclined to agree with you there, Coach. Free throw won't go. Hilltoppers into the front court. It's 70-65. Sarson goes inside, gets the hook, gets it to drop. 72-65.
That's a little page out of the Bryce Butler book.
Yeah, and kind of interesting that the Hilltoppers have the lead here, and Pat Robinson only has 2 points. So that's a guy that averages 20 points a game. pretty nice to see people picking up the slack. And nice to see Pat not trying to overdo it with that. McKinney into the front court off the steal. Draws a foul on Abrams.
Now, although Pat Robinson finished with the big game at State, they did a good job on, the focus was on him defensively in the first half down there, and he wasn't getting a lot of quality looks there, but we talk about it on the air every week. West Liberty's system is not dependent upon any one guy scoring points.
No, absolutely. And offensive foul on Ben Sarson. Turnover, 10:09 on the clock. Hilltoppers up 72-65. And the other thing about Pat Robinson, he leads the team in scoring. He also leads the team in assists. He leads the team in steals. He's not just a scorer. He's a complete basketball player. State into the ball. This is Abram between the rings. Working against Sarson. Behind the back, gets into the lane. Forces up a prayer that goes. 72-67.
That's just sheer offensive talent. It's actually great defense.
Well, okay, I'll give you talent, but there was a little good fortune with, offensive foul on Bryce Butler. Getting into the lane. That'll take us to our under 10 media timeout with 9:36 left in a great Mountain East Conference basketball game. Number 5 West Liberty leads West Virginia State 72-67. You're listening to Topper Station.
Hi, my name is Hannah Wilson. I'm a tattoo artist here at Hot Rod Tattooing. How I got into tattooing, I've always been very focused on art. I kind of was feeling towards the end of my college career that maybe education wasn't going to be for me. I did like working with kids, and I was, pretty good at it for just being at the college level, but I wasn't feeling super secure in it. So I did just graduate, and I was offered an apprenticeship at a different shop. And when they had an opening here, I just jumped on the opportunity. I was very lucky to be offered an apprenticeship. It's sometimes kind of a hard field to get into, but I definitely feel like I made the right choice for sure. My name is Hannah Wilson, and I am very proud to be a Hilltopper.
And we welcome you back inside the ASRC on the campus of West Liberty University. I'm Don Klang, once again joined by the coach, Lynn Ullum. It's 72-67, West Liberty, 9:36 left in the game. West Virginia State bringing the ball in.
West Liberty with back-to-back offensive fouls.
State gets it inbounds. Pittman with the ball. Deflection by McKinney, steal by McKinney. Comes in against Pittman. Pittman strips the ball away, knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hilltoppers.
That's twice that Pittman's had a reach, and that was probably clean. The drive on Bryce Butler a minute or two ago probably wasn't, but Hilltopper faithful would love to see a fourth on him.
Absolutely. Ball's in. This is Robinson trying to turn the corner. That's a kick by Jenkins. Trying to find Montague for the open three in the corner. Fresh 20 for the Hilltoppers. Tried to lob to Butler and unfortunately hit the back of the backboard with it. That's a turnover. State gets the ball.
It's 3 turnovers in the last 4 possessions for West Liberty.
And Montague with the steal. Butler finds Robinson. Step through. Finish. 74-67, 9:05 to go.
Big turnover.
State with the ball. That's Abram. Beats the trap. Gets down the lane. Tries to finish. Can't get it. Oh. The Hilltoppers let that go out of bounds, thinking it was off Abram.
That's why you never let a ball go out of bounds. If you can grab it, not only do you get a stat, you get a rebound, but
yeah, and you get a live ball turnover. So anyway, now we've got an offensive foul on West Virginia State. Away from the basketball, and I believe that is the 4th foul on Ernest Jenkins. Yes, that's the 5th foul on West Virginia State. 4 on Jenkins. 8:50 to go. Here come the Hilltoppers.
that's the 35th turnover in the game.
Nice pass to McKinney inside. Butler tries to finish with left hand, can't get it. Kovacevic keeps it alive. Butler with the rebound and the finish. 76-67 to West Liberty.
Yeah, Victor should get that basket. He kept that play alive.
State into the front court. Pittman working on Montague. Outside, Abram attacks. Pretty pass. Unfortunately, that man again. Bryce Butler draws the charge, pays a little bit of a price, but he'll shake it off.
Now, Dawn, if you remind me at work tomorrow, we're going to go into Synergy and see how many charges Bryce Butler has drawn this year. I think that's accessible.
Yeah, that's a handy little system. Anyway, back to live action. 76-67 West Liberty. 8:15 to go. Hilltoppers into the front court. Montague right side. That's Butler. Handoff. Rasil for 3. Oh, it won't go. Great rebound for Kovacevic outside. Butler will try a 3. Front iron, no good. Butler finds Montague in the corner. It won't go. 3 great looks, coach. Nothing happened. Oh, and Pat Robinson almost with the steal. Pittman out high for West Virginia State. Trying to work on Rasil, asks for a screen. Switches off on Kovacevic. Attacks. Gets the fadeaway. Nice defense by Rasil. He brings it up court. Right side, that's Butler. Inside, Kovacevic for 10 feet. Won't go. Pat Robinson keeps the rebound alive and follows it home. It's 78-67, Hilltoppers by 11.
There's that strength by Pat Robinson.
Abram for 3. Might have been deflected or might have been a pass. I can't tell which. Either way, Moore grabbed it and put it back. 78-69. Turns under 7 minutes. Butler. Oh, great cut from Montague. Great find from Butler. It's 80-69.
And we're officially on the triple-double watch for Bryce Butler. What a game. He had a game-high 28 down at Institute today. 23 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals.
I think that deserves a wow. Anyway, Hilltoppers seem to have shaken out of their little bit of a funk they were in earlier in the half. State gets the ball in bounds. Jones, floater, won't go. Out of bounds, off of West Virginia State's Noah Jordan. Hilltoppers have a chance to pad their lead.
Back to double digits. It'd be great to get this back to a game-high 14-point lead.
Absolutely. Malik McKinney. This is Robinson. Driving to the rim. Can't finish. Comes off the iron short. State into the front court. Almost loses it. Gets it outside. They go back out top to Abram. Abram gets past Robinson. There's going to be a foul out high. I think they got Pat on the reach as Abram went by. That's only Pat's second foul. It's 8 on the Hilltoppers, so that'll put Abram at the line for the 1-on-1.
We have a final down at Institute. The West Virginia State women have defeated West Liberty 92-86.
Well, similar score, similar margin to the previous matchup, Coach. And again, West Virginia State's gym, difficult place to play for men and women both. Abram gets the first one to go, 80-70.
I think any gym's tough to play in if you're playing a good team.
That's a good point. Abram makes them both, 80-71. Abram's got 18 on the night.
Let's see if West Liberty can get a quality possession out of this.
Spreading the floor. McKinney out high. Spins into the lane, gets the back cut. Kovacevic, as he was being held, catches it with the other hand and lays it in. 82-71. Clock turns under 6 minutes.
Boy, has Victor played well today.
And right on cue, he knocks the ball out of bounds.
11.6 rebound, 2 steals, 2 assists, a steal, a block.
Well,
Defended
Coach,
the rim.
Absolutely. And Coach Hallett likes to say, people come to West Liberty to play in games like this.
Yes. And people come to West Liberty to win.
There we go. And here comes State into the front court. They lose control. Rasile with the strip. State steals it back. That could be backcourt, but saying no possession. Abram with the hesitation. Tough, tried an acrobatic finish. Moore tried to spin out on the break and was just grabbed. Well, the foul goes on Noah Jordan. That's his third. It's the 7th on West Virginia State. Sends Marlon Moore to the line for the 1-and-1. 82-71 Hilltoppers, 5:34 to play. Marlon, nothing but net on the first free throw. 83-71.
Big free throw. You know, you get down around this last media timeout, which will be coming next couple possessions.
Marlon sinks them both. 84-71. Hilltoppers by 13. State gets the ball in. Pittman into the front court. He'll work against Rasile. Puts his shoulder down. Can't get past Rasile. Gets it up. Gives it up. State. Hesitation dribble. Fade away. 12-footer by Jones. No good. Tip no good. Tip no good. Rebound Kovacevic. He waves him on. Here's Malik with the reverse. Will not go. Great rebound. Marlon Moore can't finish, and there's a foul. Man-sized rebound by Marlon Moore, Coach.
Man-sized rebound and man-sized effort by Victor down there. Securing that rebound and leading the break. Throws a nifty pass, and Marlon cleans up the miss.
And he's back to the line, and 85-71. There's your 14-point lead, Coach. Biggest lead of the night. Let's get more.
You know, we still got to find a Belmont Savings Bank play of the game, and I got one. Will Yoakum's first basket.
Oh, I like that.
What's the call?
Okay, I think there's a foul. The free throw was good. I think they got Pittman on a foul, on a technical, it appears. I'm not sure what the call was. No, I apologize to Mr. Pittman. Apparently that call, Zach Rasile goes to the line, shoots the technical. Rasile makes both free throws.
What a game by Zach Rasile.
87-71.
14 points, 4 rebounds.
No, I'm sorry, 88-71. I can't keep up, Coach. Pittman with the inbounds. State into the front court. Right side, that's Abram for 3. They're not going to go away.
No.
Gets it down, 88-74. Ball comes into Robinson. We're under 5 minutes in this one. Turns the corner, gets into the lane. Montague on the left side. Between the circle, that's Kovacevic. Puts it on. The runner won't go. Follows his own shot, keeps it alive. Jordan controls the rebound for State. Marlon Moore nearly a strip at midcourt. Gets it back to Jones. Abram again. Trying to work against Moore. That's Moore going against Rasile. Shot goes up, it's no good. There's a foul. Well, that'll be Zach's 4th foul. 8th foul on the Hilltoppers, but it takes us to our under 5 media timeout. With the score, number 5 West Liberty 88, West Virginia State 74. We've got 4:11 left in this one. You're listening to Topper Station.
Hey, my name is PJ Mazik, and I'm a second-year dental hygiene student. I chose West Liberty because it's far enough away from home, but not too far. I wanted to wrestle in college, and West Liberty Wrestling is knocking on the doors nationwide. On the academic part of things, West Liberty Dental Hygiene Program is well respected nationally as well. We actually have a full-size dental hygiene clinic here on campus for West Liberty staff and students, and it's open to the community. My years here have been nothing but the best, and I feel overly prepared for my next step in life. Visit westliberty.edu/DH for more information. Hey, my name is PJ Mazik, and I'm a second-year dental hygiene student. I chose West Liberty because it's far enough away from home, but not too far. I wanted to wrestle in college, and West Liberty Wrestling is knocking on the doors nationwide. On the academic part of things, West Liberty Dental Hygiene Program is well respected nationally as well. We actually have a full-size dental hygiene clinic here on campus for West Liberty staff and students, and it's open to the community. My years here have been nothing but the best, and I feel overly prepared for my next step in life. Visit westliberty.edu/DH.
Hey, we welcome you back inside the SRC on the campus of West Liberty University. It's 88-74 West Liberty, 4:11 to go in this instant classic for the Mountain East Conference.
Now what you can't do is just get a little lackadaisical and play not to win the game. Meaning probably the worst possession we've had on the last possession, which leads to this on the other end. And this is a team we know they can score in bunches. They've got great players. And,
absolutely.
you know, you just got to run your stuff. You got to keep the ball moving. You got to make them guard you.
And this is Jeremiah Moore at the line. Made the first, made the second. 88-76, 12-point game, 4:10 to go. Montague brings it up for West Liberty. Working against Abram between the rings. Attacks at the elbow. Handoff. Pat Robinson turns a corner. Heavily contested shot. Can't get it to go. State controls the rebound. Jones gets to the rim. Can't finish. Moore with the big rebound. Contact, no whistle. Butler lobs. They got a Pat Robinson shot was blocked. They're going to call a jump ball. And that'll be a turnover. West Virginia State basketball, 3:40 to go, 88-76. Inbounds to Pittman. Kicks it back. This is Abram working against Butler, bringing it across the timeline. Goes behind the back, cut off. Back out, this is Jones. Hand off to Pittman. Curls into the lane. Nice pass over. Jordan can't finish. Butler with yet another rebound. Into the front court. Working against Moore. Right side, that's Montague. Dribbles inside the arc, pulls it back out. Butler to the left side. Down underneath, that's Kovacevic. Goes inside. Nice handoff to Pat Robinson with the pretty assist. It's 90-76 West Liberty. We're under 3 minutes.
Another great pass by Victor Kovacevic. Kid just knows the game.
Jones, the pass. Hey, there we go, Coach. Your favorite play.
Oh, I love it when the other team comes out of bounds. And fortunately, it's usually the other team. West Liberty hasn't done it much. But,
yes. And we don't mean to make light of it, but it's just a pet peeve of one of the best women's basketball coaches in women's basketball history in this West Virginia. So, anyway, that's about as awkward a compliment as I can give you. So we'll get back to basketball, Coach. Into the front court, Hilltoppers. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Pat Robinson out high. Hesitation jumper, spins around and out. Tough luck shot. State with a rebound. Crossing half court, they're down 14 with 2:10 to go. Abram driving all the way to the rim against Montague. Can't finish. Loses the ball, and Butler comes away with it. Coach Hallett asked him to take a little bit of time off the clock.
Yeah, now when you get under 2 and you're up double digits, you can manipulate clock, and that's what West Liberty's going to do.
And McKinney does just that. 15 on the shot clock. Marlon Moore out high, looking under. Back out to Butler, puts it on the rim, nice pass. They're going to call the offensive foul on Bryce Butler. So they didn't get the basket, but they did get 25 seconds off the clock, Coach.
Right, and that's the thing. When you get under 2, you can manipulate clock. You know, you can take empty possessions as long as you're shortening the game by 25%.
Yes, minute 30 left in this one. State doesn't appear to be in a terrific hurry. Pittman drives to the rim, can't finish. Morris knocks it away. Bryce Butler with another foul. I think that might be number 5 for him. But what a game for the sophomore from Latrobe.
What just a dominant performance. You know, he did everything, and it's not only just a 23 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 steals game. He took at least 2 charges that I know.
Yes.
What I want to talk about right now is I'm really impressed with how West Liberty, after giving up a 13-point lead and State came back and tied it, West Liberty didn't panic, they didn't crumble, they just do what they do, immediately pushed it up to 5, and now they've extended it, you know, to 13, 14 points here in the last few minutes.
Yes, Pittman gets both free throws to go, but I agree with what you're saying, Coach. It was just like they took a business-like approach. They just went to work. Inbounds to Pat Robinson in the backcourt. He's pushed from behind. That'll stop the clock, and it'll also send Pat to the line. Now, Pat has a streak going, which, you know, streaks, of course, are for reporters and stat nerds.
And Joe DiMaggio.
And Joe DiMaggio. But he is the only Hilltopper who scored in double figures every game this year. In fact, he scored in double figures every game at West, in every game but 3 since he came to the Hilltop.
Yeah, he's just had a storied career here, and he's got a year remaining. But, you know, even right here, you'd like to think, well, this is over, a minute 23, but we've seen it. These teams can score. How many times have we seen you have a 10-point lead with a minute left, miss a free throw, they bury a 3, turn it over, they bury a 3, and now it's a 2-possession game. So I don't want to be melodramatic here, but I've just been around way too long to take anything for granted.
And Pat makes the first one. He'll get another. 91-78 Hilltoppers. Minute 23 left in this one.
I'm going to give my son credit for this win. He accompanied me when we went down to State. We made the big comeback, so I told him he had to come and bring us luck tonight.
Well, Pat made them both. There's his double-figure streak alive. And the Hilltoppers up by 14. Mr. Pittman with the dunk. 92-80. Minute 10 remaining. Robinson into the front court, and the Hilltoppers will not be in any hurry. Robinson attacks the rim, and he's hit again. He'll go to the line. He was trying to get it over in the corner to Kovacevic.
Unfortunately, Victor rotated up to the wing, but Pat got fouled on the drive. So
yeah, that was a good thing because he looked in the corner, and all of a sudden Victor wasn't there.
You know, we'll get our plug in. I didn't want to jinx us as we're trying to just secure a win, but we've started the 100 for 100 club, and we picked up another commitment to that over the last couple days. So again, a shout out to Mark Crow, who was the first one to jump on board with this and kind of encouraged us to get the word out. So anybody left out there listening, 100 for 100. $100 for every time the Toppers score 100 points.
Oh, that's good stuff. And there's a timeout on the floor, but we'll keep it here. Pat Robinson made both free throws, 94-80. Coach, you've been around a long time, and even though it's February 2nd, let's go back and talk a little bit about the significance of this game from a conference standpoint and a regional standpoint, even though we're more than a month away from the regional tournament?
Well, we know State came in with only 3 losses in conference play. West Liberty had 2. So State was tied for second place, and they already own wins over Charleston and Fairmont. So this was as big as it gets, and it's the same magnitude. West Liberty travels to the University of Charleston on Saturday, but it's more than just MVC play. It is these teams are trying to secure NCAA tournament bids, and this is a top-heavy year in the region. There's 8 teams with 4 or less losses.
And Mr. Pittman attacking the rim, trying to get his numbers up. He'll go to the line for 2. 94-80 Hilltoppers, 47.8 seconds left in what has been a very entertaining contest.
Yeah, it's just been a great night. We had the unusual 6 o'clock starting time because there was only one game tonight. The West Liberty women had gone to Institute tonight because of a schedule thing that happened around a graduation. But 6 o'clock tip-off, battle of 2 major giants.
Well, Pittman makes the first, misses the second. Brown with a nice offensive rebound and putback. 94-83 Hilltoppers. Robinson across the timeline, under 40 seconds to go.
I think State's just going to let us get out of here with the win.
Yeah, no fouling, no stopping the clock. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes Kovacevic to the top. Screen if Pat wants it. And we go down to 3 seconds on the clock, and Glenn Abram fouls him 20 feet from the basket. Sends Pat Robinson back to the line. 17.8 seconds on the clock. Coach Hallett, job well done. He's going to get his starters out. Robinson makes the first.
And you know, we've talked about it several times tonight, but I'd like to almost conclude this broadcast that a lot of good things happened here tonight. Most of all, West Liberty a win over a very, very talented team with championship aspirations. But I want to mention one more time just how good I feel for Will Yoakum. You know, this is a kid that's been a major star in this program for years here, and to battle the adversity and have surgery on each knee and not play a game in almost a year, and to see him trot out on the court here tonight and hit his first shot, which is the Belmont Savings Bank play of the game. I just feel really good for Will Yoakum because it had to be tough, not only rehabbing twice and going through all the rigors of that, but knowing how talented you are and what you've meant to the success of this team, and have to sit there and watch. It's not, I assure you that's not any fun.
It is not. Anyway, 96-83, Pat Robinson made both of his free throws. Pittman, there's a whistle. And Coach Poor is going to take a timeout with 14.1 seconds remaining.
I think that's a little gamesmanship between the two coaches there.
Well, again, you won't find any more competitive individual than Brian Poor. He has been doing this for so long, and believe me, that fire still burns.
Oh, and again, here's a coach that he had this thing going for State back in the mid-2000s. You know, they were a dominant team. Incredible talent levels, so a lot of pride, and you know, for him to get this program back to where it is now, and they come in, if they win a game, they're tied for first place.
Oh, absolutely. And they might have the 2 best wins, you know, two of the better wins of anybody in the conference already. And we're back in, and he takes another timeout. So I guess we could call it gamesmanship or whatever, Coach, but always entertaining.
But you know what's funny about this, and I'm just talking about it as a coach. He's trying to make a point. I don't know what the point it is, but I'll tell you who doesn't care, and it's Ben Hallett.
Yes.
You know, we're up 96 to 83. Is it going to make any difference if he stands over there?
No, and I think it's very possible that the point he's trying to make has nothing to do with anything here or anything. You know, I think he's just trying to make a point to his team. And I remember a long time ago when I was at the paper, I won't name the coach at Wheeling Jesuit, but they came out to start the second half of a women's basketball game. He didn't like the way the starters came out, and he pulled them all off the floor with 4 seconds into the second half. So Mr. Pittman says he wants to get a couple more free throws before we get on the bus. It's 96-83, West Liberty, 1.7 seconds to go. Anthony Pittman misses the first free throw. Gets the second one to go. 96-84. 3-1, and this one belongs to the Hilltoppers. Final score, number 5 West Liberty 96, West Virginia State 84. Coach, some final thoughts before we check out?
Yeah, we've had an opportunity here in the last couple of minutes to kind of talk. It's just West Liberty showed what they're made of. Saw a 13-point lead evaporate. Didn't panic. Immediately pushed it back to double.
Wrap things up for tonight's telecast. You've been watching Hilltopper basketball on Topper Station and the MEC Digital Network. For Coach Lynn Allum, this is Don Clegg saying thank you and good night from the ASRC.